Alright guys, so without further ado, getting into this video. First part, the most important part, second to the graphics card, is the CPU. So let's talk CPUs. What is the best on the market right now? Well, for $2 performance, I would probably go with Intel 12th Gen. However, AMD's AM5 is that new fire, and it just hit the market. And if you're looking to be on an upgrade path, going with the AM5 motherboard is probably going to be your best bet. And you know, the only upside of 12th gen is that you can also go still with the 13th gen CPUs as well, because it's all on LGA 1700 socket. However, if you do go with AM5 socket and go with the new 7 series AMD processors, the problem is they are all DDR5. So if you're hoping to get some of that sweet deal price on RAM, it's not going to be crazy, because the DDR5 has gotten reasonable as of late, but it's not, you know, all sunshine and rainbows. So let's go down here. We'll take a look at what we got going on. Let's see, can we just swap right on over like that? Boom. So let's see, I would go for a workstation, an Intel i7, because you want to overclock, of course. So guys, after we go over these parts today, if you are interested in getting any of them and want to either follow along with my video, that's fine, or I will leave the links below and it will take you directly to those pages. I am an Amazon affiliate, or at least trying to be, so anytime you use one of my links, it will greatly help me out and be very much appreciated. So anyway, getting into it, let's see the best of the best here. Let's go sort by average customer review. Boom, right here we're looking at. Okay, so here we go. We have, this is a i5 also, but okay, here's the i7 12700F. Now, if anybody is here that's not familiar with Intel CPUs and how they do their SKUs, it is Intel i7 12700K will be your overclocking variant, and then you have down here, like I said, different i5, but same thing, same principle. It's the SKU that we're talking about. So 12600KF is going to be an unlocked CPU that you can overclock. However, it does not have built-in onboard graphics, which isn't a deal breaker. You know, if you're on a budget, it is about $50 cheaper, you know, typically, and you don't always need it. Usually you're not going to even use the built-in graphics, but it's nice to have for troubleshooting in the chance that maybe you are you know, having issues with your output, your video output, in which case your graphics card would be at fault, and it would be better to have the integrated graphics. Let's see, another good choice would be, we could go as far back as to the 490 chipset, I believe, with the 11 series, but let's just keep it at the 12 series. So we're going to go with the i7 12700K, okay? And that's going to be the CPU pick of the week. Alright, now we're back. i7 12700K, processor only or motherboard combo. Oh, $668 freaking dollars. What does it come with? DDR5. DDR5. That's not too good. That's an expensive, holy cow, that's an expensive motherboard. My God. Get away from that. You don't want none of that. Alright, we're gonna add this sucker to cart. No thanks, we don't need any of that stuff. Alright, now let's cut back over. Okay, so now we have our CPU put in the cart. The next thing in line would be a motherboard. Let's go grab us a motherboard. More than likely, I go usually with a Asus motherboard. I'm just kind of particular to their overclocking BIOS. Really like it, but any Z690 motherboard or B660 if you're really trying to ball on a budget. But we're not talking that. We are talking the best in gaming, best in productivity. That's what we're doing today in this video. So let's take a look back over to the Amazon here. And we are going with balls to the walls mode. Let's see. Z690. And we want it to be DDR5. Let's see what we can get. Asus Prime. I actually have one of those boards right now. Not a bad board at all. Not a bad. This is actually the motherboard I have in my computer right now that I'm on as we speak. I'm sorry, this is the one I have. The Gaming F. I don't have... That one's a little bit cooler than mine is. You know, so that was $79 more cooler. Bang for the buck, though, you don't need that. I would go with the Prime board myself. Asus Prime board, because it's just better. I mean, it's not all the flash. It's everything you need with nothing more. So that's an easy decision in my book. Let's go straight away. Asus Prime Z690P Wi-Fi. We're on the LGA 1700 Intel 12th Gen. It's a full-size ATX motherboard, PCI 5.0, so when those graphics cards come around with support, 4090, I'm looking at you, still no PCIe 5.0 with support, but whatever. 14 plus 1 power stages, 3 times M.2, Wi-Fi 6, you got Bluetooth version 5.2, and 2.5 gigabit LAN. Now, let's add that to the cart. No thanks on that. So, let us go now and search for some RAM. DDR5 RAM. 32 giggers. You gotta have 32 gigabytes. If you're a fucking content creator, you have to have 32 gigabytes. It's just it. We live in a world today where 16 gigabytes is no longer acceptable. Did you hear me? It's not fucking acceptable. The Corsair Vengeance RGB 32 gigabyte at 5200 megahertz. For $150, we'll take it. I actually have the non-RGB version in my motherboard right now. Kind of jelly right now. I think I might actually buy this one and put in my system. No thanks on your equipment protection, ma'am. We don't need any of that bold. Alright, got a little off topic there. But anyway. Moving forward. So you might be asking yourself, well, Devin, what's next? What is next? So we got a motherboard. We got our CPU to go in it. We got our RAM. You're not going to use any stock Intel cooler for that CPU because it's going to get toasty. So let's go for the best of the best, which is going to be the Corsair Elite 150 Capella X. That's the best of the best right there, buddy. That's what I got in my system. 360 mil. 360 mil. Yep, that's a bad mamma jamma. Price to performance, you cannot freaking beat it. And it comes with the fans and all. cooler with power supply? What are the available options? Currently unavailable. Okay. All right. 280, 280, 280. Oh, ooh, ooh. We're going to go with a 360. 360 for the win. All right. Add to cart. Now, if you would like, you could go with an air style cooler. However, on this 12th gen Intel platform, I have found personally that I like the water cooling. It just, I mean, it plays no games. It knocks the temperature right the freak down and keeps it cool as a cucumber at all times. So that's what I would go with. That's what's in my system at the moment. And I'm going to be doing a video on the Beast, which is my system that you cannot hear purring in the background because she's so quiet with that Elite Capellix 150 cooler. Anyway, with all that being said, it's a badass computer. We're going to do a video showing breaking it down, cleaning it, and then I'm going to do a build video out of putting the parts back together. What a smart idea, right? Because, you know, I don't have the funds to buy the new stuff yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We're saving. We have a video production fund, and we are saving money to buy computer parts to build a Fortnite gaming PC. And then we're going to give it away to somebody. But before we get there, we have a long way to go. Back to the website capture. Now, we have gotten over here 4 of our parts total now. We got to have something to drive all this, right? So let's go with power supplies. Alright, so you're not going to pick no cheap, off the wall, bust the ass, you know, Game Max power supply for this sucker. Even though I heard the Game Max is actually somewhat reputable. Look at that. 4.5 fucking stars and 5,000 reviews. My God. That is just freaking awesome. But furthermore, I have the Corsair RM 1000X in mine. It's great. Yeah, that's the next thing right there. But it's great, works good, love it, no complaints. However, it's a little pricey. Some people might, you know, whatever, but power supply, that's something you don't cheap on, man. You don't cheap on that. And you know, where's the RM 1000 that I have in mind? Right there. There it is, right there. 1,000-watt gold. How much is it? $192. Holy balls. Well, we're not going to be putting a, you know, crazy huge graphics card in here, so we can get away with like a 850. So let's do that. For 139, 850 is looking beautiful. That's looking beautiful. And as always, no. So, now, moving on. We got power supply, we got all that. Now, how about a case to put this hoe in? What are we gonna do here? Let's see. Corsair case. That's what I use. I like the Corsair PC cases. They're really good. 5000D, that's what I got. But I got the airflow version. With the tempered glass in the front. That one right there, 144. It's a straight banger. However, we don't need one quite that big for this build, so let's go with the Leo Dynamic. Yeah, the one that everybody builds in. Holy shit, let's put it in a 7000X, $340. That would be awesome, right? Yeah. Alright, well, it's not looking so hot on here. I like that. H5 float compact. Mid tower. Cables management. 2 times 120 mil fans included. 280 millimeter radiator support. We're gonna go with the Corsair 5000D because it comes with the fans, and I know that for a fact. So let's do that. Let's do that. We'll do that, Lottie. I have mines in white, and it's $10 more, but we'll go with black. No thanks on the case protection. Now, the moment that you have all been waiting for, the graphics card of choice. Which one will we pick? Well, it's really a toss up because you can get some deals on graphics cards right now. They are very much so down on price. They're not, crazy expensive comparison to what they were 2 years ago when I was looking at building my PC. And it was just like hitting a brick wall. Like, even if you could find one that was expensive, it wasn't in stock. And it's like, rip your hair out, you go freaking bananas. But now on Amazon, you can find a fair share of RTX. Let's just say RTX graphics cards. Look, you just type in 3 letters. Boom, it's there. So, you have 3060 Ti, not going to do. I have a 3090 in this beast here, and she rolls. Now, that 3090 is gonna be, that's big. That's top of the line. You don't have to have that for productivity, and you do not have to have that for gaming. Definitely not for gaming. I mean, well, definitely it would be better for gaming than for productivity, but you know what I mean. So anyway, here we are. We're looking at this. Let's go. Let's see. Going with NVIDIA brands. 3050s. What do we got? RTX 2060. Look at that. A 2060. This card. How old is this thing? How old is this card? And they're talking about $300. Oh, this guy, he's part of a Amazon thing. He's a streamer. Okay, well, you're fucking pushing a card that's extremely expensive, my friend. I mean, I guess it's cheaper there, but good lord. Date first available 2020? Okay, well, I guess that's not crazy. It's a 3-year-old card. But yeah, so let's go with a 3070. We got a 12700. I did the i9 and 3090 in mine, so let's do an i7 and a 3070 in this beast. I think that would be cool. Expensive, but cool. There we go, 630. That's getting around our... What is this? Asus KO NVIDIA? Oh, wow. Not too bad. That's the creators bundle or something. Look at the RGB on that sucker. Holy cow, man. Auto Extreme technology and automated manufacturing processes that enhances reliability. Vented backplate. Dude, that looks awesome. And if I get a chance to buy that card, I want it. Let's do it. Let's bang it out. All right. Holy fucking bananas. We're up to 1752, folks. But you have to remember, we are at top of the line here. This is a really, really, really good PC for the money that you're spending. It's going to be the best in production. It's going to be the best for gaming that you can do, at this price point. And, I don't know. It's just a good all around computer. So, there it is. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this short little rant, talk of technology and banter and bullshit. But anyway, it's the kind of stuff that I like to watch. So, there you have it. Hopefully we'll be able to get this little list of parts here and then build a badass PC. But until then, we will be making a cleaning video on the Beast. We're going to break it down, and then we'll do a build video. That'll be coming next weekend. It's going to be a little bit to get all the things in a row for that. And until then, I also have plans to buy some shady looking graphics cards from Wish and try those out. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the content at least a little bit. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and post some ideas down in the comments if you could tell me anything that you think would be cool to cover. Anything tech related, I really don't care. I'm a tech-trician, you know what I'm saying? So have a good one, guys.